Wow. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you're viewing us from, how has your day been? It is another day of value coming to your screen. We've been up here for some days now, trying to get you off your comfort zone into the life you wish to live, and also trying to get you off your fears, your doubts, and procrastination in order for you to take action and start living life the way you wished it. We all know that at some point in our life, we're always wishing something or the other. But right now, with us, wishes are made reality. And that's why myself and Mentor Hannah, my business partner, all the way from Australia, we are coming to you to help you start living life. Besides, my name is Gladys. I am a digital business entrepreneur. And what we do is we plug you into a proven system for you to start your own digital business. And you have to leverage the social media. That's how simple it is for you to in turn earn income. So my business partner, like I said, is Mentor Hannah. So I will also want her to introduce herself. Mentor Hannah, here you go.
Hello, everyone. So I am Hannah, and I am mom of five beautiful children, and I reside right now in Perth, Western Australia. So we are very glad to be here and to be able to share with you some of our experiences and hopefully to help you and guide you to make life's decisions that are important for you and your loved ones.
Yeah. So, like you can see the topic is back to school.
Yes.
There's this bustling and hustling and jiggling here and there. Everybody is getting ready for another school year. The kids are getting new sneakers, getting new backpacks, getting new clothes and school uniform, and also new haircuts, new hair braiding. Everything is coming new because it is a
New
new
style.
school year.
Mm,
But we are more concerned about our parents, about mommy, daddy, auntie, aunt, uncle, grandma, and grandpa that takes care of our children. Like we said, we are mothers. I'm a mother of four, and Hannah is a mother of five. And that's why now you will understand why we have this pain. Because we've been there. We have been there before. And we will tell you our stories so that you will know that these stories are what has brought us to your screen to encourage you that you're not the only one doing it. You're not left alone. Rather, we're here to help you because we're moms like you. Okay.
yes.
So, like we said, everything is getting ready, but there's something that's not getting ready, and that
Mm.
is staying committed to this school year. So, mom and dad, our question is, how committed are you to take these kids all through the school year by attending all the sports, attending all the school activities so that these children can actually function better? Like it is
Yes.
said, every child that gets a hug early in the morning to school stays stable in school. And there is less trouble, less complaint from the teachers, less of everything, right? So, Mental Hannah, this is my question. My question is, what do you think are the biggest challenges that our parents face in order to balance the job and staying committed to the children's education? What do you think are the challenges?
So, as many know already, the work and life balance is not easy. Depending on the industry someone is currently, working in, most of the time the work and life balance is quite um, the main issue, having to work 7, 8 hours, which is the norm, but their parents will work even more, especially single parents. They will find themselves having to find more opportunities simply to provide for for the child or the kids in general. Then the rise of the everything, the price of livelihood, everything has increased. It's not just the groceries, the rent, everything has increased. So that puts a lot of pressure on parents to how to cope with inflation and everything. So work-life balance, I think, is one of the main one. And within the work-life balance, as I said earlier, is the time management. How to manage time, so that you are effective and efficient. You are there for the kids. You are there to listen to them. You are there when they have activities. You are there for the sport activities. All these things involve your time. And now with the era and age we are living in, we are so busy. We are
Yeah.
so busy. And after working, most of the time we don't have time. You come, you're tired, you just want to have a break. And then after it's already evening, then you have to go for the moms. Most of the time you have to go and cook. And time just passed by.
Yeah.
For others, they might have night shift, so they are not even there when the kids
Yeah.
do their homework, or they might not be able to spend time with them before they sleep. They might not even be around when the kids are awake. So it's just a rushing
Yeah.
everything. So time is very much valuable, not just the money side of it. So I
Yeah.
think those are pretty much the most important thing. And the
Yeah.
consequences of this are the emotional support that lack in our children.
Yes.
Like you said, the hug in the morning, and
Yeah.
having to leave your child very early on, like 6 months or 2 months, to kindy,
Yeah.
is just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So
It is.
the consequences of this is, of course, the emotional support that lacks, not being there when they have sport activities or other activities at school, which happen often during, the mornings or early in the afternoon. You are at the office, or you are, working in your sector, and it's difficult to be there.
Yeah.
So this emotional support lacks quite a lot.
Yeah. Okay. So, Metahana, you said the right thing. That's true. Time management. You know, our parents are trying to pay bills. As parents, I want to
Yes.
tell you my story. This is when I had my last baby. She's 3.
Hmm.
She just turned 3 last week. And
Yes.
I remember when I had her, 2 weeks, 2 weeks that I left the hospital. I don't think it was all that 2 weeks. Within 10 days, I left the hospital.
Hmm.
I had to go back to work. And I had her, I had a C section. And I had
Yes.
to go back to work after
Hmm.
2 weeks because, number one, the people who I left there at work, I taught them and I wanted them to take care while I was away. They couldn't take care, they couldn't function. The payrolls, everything was upside down, and they kept calling me. I kept doing series of video calls to put things in place. But at a point, I had to go. I want you to imagine a 2 week old baby, 2 weeks. And that was at the heat of summer, very hot that year.
Yes.
Very, very hot. I had to take this little baby out to work.
Mm.
And I hadn't started walking properly. I was bent over, was carrying my surgery, but I had to go back to work. I had to go back to work. So it
Yeah.
dawned on me that, listen, 9 to 5 is good only for bills. But if you want time flexibility and
Mm.
if you want freedom and you want to stay in the life of your children, you can imagine a 2 week old baby, you're bringing that baby out
Hmm.
just for another person's job, not your own. I'm not a stakeholder. I don't own any part of it. I am just a worker. And I said to myself, something has to change. So, for parents who are listening to us, they now understand we're also parents and we've been there.
Yeah.
That you have a baby that is 6 months old and you're going back to work. 3 month old, you're leaving these kids in the hands of the babysitters. Wonderful babysitters. I admire their courage. I admire they do lots of wonderful job. But what about us start bonding with our children? What about us start living that life and staying around our children, hugging them when they go to work, being able to make breakfast for them, cook for your kids, instill discipline in them, mold them by their character. You know, our children are like clay, a clay given to you, right? Mentor Hannah, a clay.
Yes, it is.
You mold a clay in any fashion you want. So our question is to our parents, what is the fashion? What's the picture in your mind's eye on how to mold your children? And what are you doing towards it? Because the challenges you're facing could be your work does not allow you to be in your kids' life, which involve time flexibility. It could be that you're doing this because you're a single mother, you're a single father, and you're trying to make ends meet. But 9 to 5 is not the best way because you've done it over and over. Our parents, they might have also upgraded. Like you said, Mentor Hannah, if you think that upgrading is a solution, it puts you right back at the spot where you have been.
Mm.
So it doesn't move you. So that is it. With the challenges, but these challenges, okay, it takes me to my second question. My second question is, how do you think our parents listening to us, grandmas, parents involved, grandmas, grandpa, auntie, uncles, guardians, taking care of these children. How do you think they need to manage this stress? And what are the constraints from this job that they do, which prevents them from staying involved in
Mm.
their children's education? How do you think they can manage the stress?
Yeah, first of all, is I know that sometimes it's hard to be able to find support. It's just a matter if, especially us in the diaspora, do you have like a family member that can help you at times? Are you part of a community? All these things can sometimes also help. But the truth be told, like I think I've spoken about it so many times, is to really set realistic expectations. Like if you sit down and you analyze before even starting this new year, new school year for your kids, and before even starting buying or budgeting everything that is gonna go out as expenses for buying furniture, uniforms, or for some countries, they have uniforms,
Yeah,
but before buying all these things, before starting scheduling, is just asking yourself, am I more present and engaged with my children?
yeah,
Do I still want to have this lifestyle in the next 2, 3, 5 years? So when you ask yourself these questions, try to analyze the reason why you don't want to have this lifestyle.
yeah,
And what we we are talking about, we are not telling people ditch your 9 to 5, because
Yeah.
like I said, there are many people who are doing, they are very much passionate about what they are doing, but then you have to understand, okay, what is your priority in
Yeah.
life? If it will, if it's because of bills, okay, can you just focus on one source of income? Because even if you upgrade, you go to do courses and go back to uni, ask yourself, is $70,000 or $80,000 per year for me, is it like enough?
Not at all.
No, because at the end of the day, it's not even keeping up with the inflation.
That's true.
And and then I have also another thing. When you receive your income and you are aware my income is about to show up, if it's monthly or weekly, how do you feel after 1 week that you already started spending that money?
Quickly.
So
Quickly.
that's where you see that at the end of the day, there is a lot of worry and stress,
Yes.
because money comes
True.
and goes, and you
Hmm.
have only one source of income. So, what we are talking about here is, we want you to understand that it's not actually wise to have one source of income.
That's true.
It's like throwing all your eggs in one basket. You're gonna
Yeah.
lose them more.
Quick.
So, what we are talking about here is, there is a wonderful opportunity, who is even able, in a matter of 2, 3, or 5 years, to even over, how can I say, be even more, the income
Mhm.
can be even more than the income you are receiving with
Yeah.
your job. Then
That's
it
true.
is your choice to decide, or to reduce, or to quit your job, or to do other things. Because in life, what we think that status, we think that maybe the job that we have, it give us a certain status.
Yeah.
Yes, that's also true, but another thing is, you decided to have a family, you have children, and
Hmm.
those need your attention.
That's true.
Inevitably, they need our attention. So be open to this opportunity. Try to register yourself and try to look into it and analyze if this opportunity can be for you, because it is a life-changing opportunity for
Mm.
you and your loved ones.
That's true.
So I hope that helped.
Yes. It is a life changing opportunity. But Hannah and I were not where we used to be. Like we said, we're moms, we're mothers. We have first class experience of what goes on when you're not in the life of your children. We know that we need to pay bills, but most importantly, it is our children that comes first. So,
Mm,
family first. So, if you are able to take care of the home front, then you will become a champion right at the war front. That's your 9 to 5, or apart from the 9 to 5, life generally. If you have the support of your family, sometimes, like you said, Benton Hannah, if you think you have 70,000, $80,000 in a year, by the time you start spending it, you will realize that you are spending this money and yet you don't have flexibility of time. Don't forget, whoever pays the piper dictates the tune. Your
mm,
employer pays you, they dictate how you work. But does it really, does what you earn, or does what you earn actually reflect what you gain staying
mm,
around your family? You have to weigh your options. And
mm,
weighing your options is the other side of the world. But in this business opportunity, you don't have to weigh your options. You can
Yeah.
keep both balance. While you take up this opportunity, this platform that we're offering to you, you can actually keep the family balance and still earn much more. The thing is, how much do you want to earn? Mental health, a lot of people ask, okay, now I have heard you guys. I want to start. How much do I earn? Right?
Mm-hmm.
But how much do you earn? For me, I tell them is how is it all depends on you. But always remember that it is not the day you start your university that you graduate and get your certificate.
Yes. Or
It
even start.
takes you steps. So why don't you start the first step by
Mm.
registering, paying $149, which has a 30 days money back, and then let all your funnels, your website, the
Mm.
training tools be open to you. Then you follow step by step. Then you can now make up your mind how much do you see you can earn. Because if I tell you you can earn 10,000 and you turn around and find out that you can earn 100,000 a week or a month, so don't you think that I'm limiting you?
Mm-hmm.
So mindset plays here. So, like we said, the school year, the
Is a
school, you want to say something?
Yes, I was actually thinking about what you just said because our journey is different.
Yes.
We cannot just give you a number because this is a journey whereby each and every one of us uh, earn differently.
Mm,
Do you understand? Is
yeah,
based on because there are people who are still doing their full-time jobs and they are doing this online business.
that's true.
I am doing a part-time job.
Yeah,
So how can I compare with someone who is doing a full-time job?
yeah,
And then there are moms who are at home. So we cannot compare because our journey, the time we put in this business is different. So the result will also be different. So we cannot like give a number. That's not how it is. And as an entrepreneur, everyone knows that when you invest or when you sow a seed, you cannot expect the fruit right away, and the fruit will be different.
yeah.
We are not
That's
gonna reap the
true.
same fruit.
That's true. I have
So
my garden. I have my garden here, and I know
yeah,
that the first set of tomatoes seed that I put in the ground has come up, right?
yeah,
And the second one is not yet up. My
it's not.
my melon is up. My
Uh-huh.
okra is not all that up. And these things they come out. But the thing is that am I going to harvest them someday? Yes, I will
Yes,
harvest them.
indeed.
You
And
know,
for me is when you spoke about, for example, all this thing about stress, I just realized. I think I realized is when I turned 40 that I was looking back. I say, where does you know how come 20 years just passed fast?
yes.
Because my oldest she's about to turn 20 as well. So I
Wow.
had her when I was 20. And they all want us to celebrate because I turned 40, she turned 20. So
20.
it's
Yeah.
just so that's where I realized I actually saw, I analyzed, I sat down and I say, wow, I had to, when my last was born, I had to go and learn the language. And
Yeah.
he was like 1 month old. You don't have really that much time. So I didn't want him to go to kindy. So I had to find someone to take care of him.
Yeah.
But then that person was a bit old. I didn't had family members. That's also the difficulty that I had where I was living. So it was very stressful having to cope with the weather, especially where we're living the winter,
Oh,
heavy snow, and
wow.
kids will be sick.
Right.
My fourth was even, she got even asthma at a certain point because at kindy where we're living in Norway, they will leave the they will leave the kids in a certain area to
Yeah.
sleep. Is not really inside, the kindy, and it's quite cold. They will cover them still, but it's cold. So my daughter developed asthma.
Oh,
At a certain point, we had to rush them. We had to go to the hospital several times. So it was quite, very
stressful.
painful, very stressful. And since that, I went back to school, I went to uni. I've seen how these years, was so stressful. And I thought to myself, I asked myself, is it really what life is supposed to be?
Not at all.
But you need to ask these questions. You understand? And
Yeah.
that's where I think change was gonna start happening in my life, because
Yeah.
I realized, no, that's not supposed to be life. And I wanted to be more present with my children. I was seeing that there was no harmony in the house. I was seeing that there was sometimes, like you say, certain issues at school.
Yeah.
It's not just the issue like kids are misbehaving. No, 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 not just that. Like they're not doing well at school,
Yes.
because we couldn't do homework with them. We couldn't follow them. We couldn't even do like most of the meetings with the teacher. We were pretty much absent.
Yeah.
You understand? So that affects our children. And I've seen that. I realize it's not too late, but my oldest, she's 20. I'm kind of, wow, time has passed so
Yeah.
fast.
Very
So
fast.
that's why I say, managing the stress is not easy until you sit down and you say, okay, enough is enough. I realize that's not good for me, and is not either good for our children.
Yeah.
Mm,
That's true. That's true. You've said it all. That's true. So this is my my it's not conclusion. I'm speaking directly now to our parents that
mm,
until you come to that point where you realize that you're juggling life so much for many years and ask yourself that question, is this really what life is? You're not going to make any change. How to make change is actually to pause, ask
mhm.
yourself these important questions, hard questions that will bring you to the point of desiring change. And that change has a solution. And the
Yes.
solution to that change is this opportunity we've brought to you. You might have seen other opportunities, but there is no opportunity like this anywhere. Why I'm saying this is I make bold to tell you that because this is the simplest platform, simplest tools for you to become a business owner. Put
Mm,
your name on the sands of time and transfer this generational wealth. This is
yes.
it. And there is no other. Because even a 14-year-old can understand the steps. It only takes us to plug you in. Look to our website. It's on the screen, each one of us, whichever one. Go there, put in your name and a working email address and get these details. And don't be in a hurry. Watch the webinar. If you want to enroll in any of the universities and colleges, you are asked to go watch a short video about the school or how to enroll. It's the same. But the simplest of it is that once you do it, you register with $149. If you were to go for groceries and buy those things that after a while you stock in your freezer, and before you know it, you take it out, you don't want it, you don't even consider this is money going to the trash, you put it in the garbage. Try out this one. We encourage you to solve your stress this year, to stay committed to your children because
Mm,
our children are our lifeline. So,
yes.
this is to say that we will walk you step by step. We will walk you step by step. We are not going to let you leave you alone. We're not going to dump the training package on you. You will be assigned a personal mentor and a personal coach, and you will also belong to the community where you can access any and everybody. So in this place, there is no higher rank and lower rank. Everybody is, we are all business partners, and everybody is doing the same thing anybody is doing for
Yes.
you to earn. So there is no difference between you and I. That I've been in the business for 19 months and Mentor Hannah has been in the business for more than a year does not create any difference between us and you. Because
Mm.
once you come in, most importantly, you will become a business owner. So this is Mentor Hannah speaking to you. That's the next voice that will speak to you in French. In case you're one who is saying this English is too much, like in our community, we
Yeah.
have all languages. So don't be afraid to enroll. You don't need to be tech savvy. You don't even need to know it all. All you need is your phone, your laptop, your iPad, and a Wi Fi connection. And you will be so excited and beautiful like us. So, Mentor Hannah, take it up.
Alors, en tout cas, salutations à tout le monde, tous ceux qui nous ont suivis et ceux qui parlent en français. Alors, aujourd'hui, comme le topic, en fait, de ce jour, c'est parler, en fait, des enfants qui retournent à l'école et comment est-ce qu'en tant que parents, on arrive à pouvoir gérer un peu la situation. Est-ce que nous voulons continuer à faire la même chose? Est-ce que nous voulons continuer à vivre de la même façon, là où on s'occupe seulement d'acheter tout ce que les enfants ont besoin pour l'école, mais ne pas être présent dans leur vie pendant toute l'année? Manquer les activités sportives, manquer les activités à l'école, ne pas être présent quand ils ont besoin de nous. Et toutes ces choses-là, ce sont simplement des petites choses. On peut penser que ce sont des petites choses, mais ce n'est pas petit pour les enfants. Et ce n'est pas aussi petit pour nous, parce que nous aimerions être plus présents dans la vie de nos enfants. Donc, posez-vous un peu cette question. Est-ce que cette nouvelle année scolaire, est-ce que je veux continuer à vivre la même vie ou est-ce que je veux un changement? Car il y a une opportunité ici et nous avons cette opportunité. Ici, nous avons des sites. Vous pouvez choisir, vous enregistrer et voir pour vous-même. Merci beaucoup.
Merci. So thank you. Thank you for those who came in to watch and for those who are going to watch the replay. We want you to take action. We're encouraging you. Take action. Change the way things are going to go in this school year. So we'll
Mhm.
also be back on your screen tomorrow. So for those also who are going to watch a replay, put in a comment, ask us questions. Let us
Yeah.
know if you don't want to put it in, in the public comment. Text us directly and ask
Yeah.
us those questions that is bothering you about this business opportunity and about yourself. Listen,
Mm.
we want you to have a work life balance. And who said it's not possible? Nobody. We are saying, myself and Mentor Hannah is telling you that it
Yes.
is possible. It is possible. Okay, thank you and God bless you. Bye bye. Bye.